y'all. So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to MrBallen viral horror stories. It's supposed to be 12, but I'm only going to do, I think it's 5, just for time purposes. So anyways, let's get into it.
This is why you should always check under your bed for monsters. In
I'm not
2012,
checking
a
under
young
shit.
woman
Okay. I'm not, though. I'd rather not know.
who is on the phone with her boyfriend walks downstairs to the lobby of her apartment building, collects her mail, and then heads back up to her room. She sits on her bed to start sifting through the mail when she drops her phone and it falls under the bed. She lies down on the ground to try to reach her arm out to grab her phone when she notices something horrible underneath her bed. A man is lying underneath her bed with his back to her. He's in the fetal position. She manages not to scream. She grabs her phone and says to her boyfriend, "Hey, I gotta go shower. I'll call you back." And she quickly runs into the bathroom, locks the door, turns on the shower, and then jumps out her first floor window. Once she's safely across the street, she calls the police, who quickly arrive, and they go inside and they come out with a deranged, skinny-looking man. Before they take him away, one of the officers walks over to her with a very grim look on his face. He looks at her and he just says, "We found him standing outside of your bathroom holding a knife. He was waiting for you." This is why you should never open your door.
I ain't gonna lie, though. I feel like she would have won. On God. He was frail, skinny, ain't ate in like 10 days. I don't know. I felt like she could have put up a good fight. You feel me? But I don't know. I mean, I might start checking under my bed, but I don't know. I got a Ring doorbell. I'm in a secured apartment building, and I have an alarm system. So if anyone gets in here, like you're kudos to you. Like you really did that. I ain't gonna lie.
Strangers. In 2013, a woman let her dog out to use the bathroom one more time before bed. After only a few minutes, she starts hearing scratching on her door, which is typically the sound her dog makes when he's ready to come in. But it just seemed way too soon for him to be done being outside. So she decides to look through the peephole to make sure it really is her dog. But what she sees is terrifying. A deranged-looking man is right outside her door, staring intently at her door handle, waiting for it to turn open. As she's looking in horror, unable to do anything, he starts scratching at the door as hard as he can, never leaving his gaze from the door handle. She manages to stifle a scream, she backs away and realizes her dog is still outside. So she goes to the side window, but there's no sign of her dog, and so she goes back to the door to see if maybe the man's moved. He hasn't moved, his mouth is open, and he's staring directly at the peephole. Then he turns around and walks away. With the man gone, she discovers her dog unharmed, his leash had just been cut. But that means he had a knife. This girl literally lived a nightmare. A 17-year-old girl was watching TV late at night when her motion detector lights in her driveway suddenly went on. She assumed it was just an animal, so she got up, drew the blinds, and went back to watching TV. Then a little bit later, it happened again. Before she could even react, she looks over and clearly makes out a silhouette of a person right behind the blinds who starts banging aggressively on the window. The girl stands up and goes, "I'm gonna call the cops!" And the figure stops for just a second, sprints to the side door and starts pounding even louder on that, screaming incoherently. The girl runs to the bathroom, barricades herself inside while she waits for the police, and then her worst nightmares come true. She hears glass shatter in the other room. After a few minutes of silence, she opens her door just a crack to get a peek outside, and standing in her living room next to a broken window is some crazy old woman who looks over at her and starts sprinting toward her. The lady comes smashing into the door and starts wailing on it until the police arrive and take her away. She was a lunatic who had escaped her facility. If you ever find yourself in this situation, don't do what she did. In 2006, a group of cave divers decided they wanted to film a documentary in one of the most dangerous caves in the world. But only a few hours into the...
What was the first mistake? Why are we going to caves? You know, it's different those public caves. The one that are like tourist attractions and you can walk in them and stuff. And mofos be finding caves that have not been, visited ever in life. And then they try to do things in them. And then are surprised when they're harmed or can't get out. They got stuck. Oh shit. And now no one found them ever. And they're just very confused. I don't understand why. Because I don't know. I'm just a very cautious person. I'm not gonna take the craziest of risks. Okay. All right.
Their descent, and a freak storm erupts on land, collapsing the entrance to the cave. In order to avoid the huge falling rocks that were coming off the ceiling, they were forced to swim through one of the uncharted sections of the cave. After they've been diving for over an hour, they luckily come across this island in the middle of a tunnel, where they set up camp and wait to be rescued. After 48 hours and no sign of a rescue, the cameraman actually starts filming in case they don't make it out of there. At the same time, one of their crew members does something very stupid.
The screaming.
If you scare easily, I wouldn't watch this video. In 2013, a mine explorer found this entrance to an abandoned mine and decided to go have a look around. He decides to film his experience and upload it to his YouTube channel, where he had uploaded hundreds of other videos of him exploring mines, but he never once references the paranormal or ghosts or anything like that. Until this
I've seen
video.
this before.
As soon as he steps foot inside, he tells the camera that he has a really uneasy feeling about being there and wonders if he should even keep going, but he does. Everything seems pretty...
Listen to that gut feeling. If you feel like you shouldn't be where the fuck you is, then leave. If you feel like, I don't know, you had plans and something just ain't feeling right, just listen all the way, all the time. I've been in situations I ain't listening, and then boom, I saw why I should have listened.
Pretty normal until he gets to a section in the mine where there's a bunch of chains hanging down from the ceiling. He hears something in the back of the tunnel, so he pulls his flashlight out and he shines it towards the back, and he sees a chain swinging, and it shouldn't be, because there's no draft and he's all alone, and you can tell he's scared by the way he starts talking. Although he's totally freaked out, he wants to know what's causing the chain to swing, so he goes far.
The curiosity is what gets y'all killed. What is it? Curiosity killed the cat. Y'all need to stop being cats.
Farther and farther into the mine until he hears something. People whispering in every direction. He gets totally spooked and runs out. If you don't want to sleep tonight, watch the whole video. This is why you should...
Okay, so yeah, there's just 7 more. I probably will finish the video. But yeah, these were messed up. And I think for me, like, I do believe in paranormal stuff for sure. I definitely do. But I don't know, something about just people being insane and just doing the crazy of things just really freaks me out. At the end of the day, I could kill them, but it's just like, still like, damn, like, you're really that fucked. You're really gone. So, I don't know. All of this was freaky though. And like I said, I'm all for, like, having experiences in life and stuff, but I don't think you should take risks that are like dangerous, like extremely dangerous. I think you should think about the consequences and possibilities of things that could happen, even if it's like if it's a small chance. Like, I'm not talking about getting on a plane or, getting in a car and the car might crash. No, I mean like stuff like going to an abandoned house and what could happen, thinking about stuff like that. Just be a little bit smarter. Think a lot of things could be avoided. Obviously the people that were just chilling in their house and stuff like that, they couldn't do anything about that. It's just, like I said, even more scary. Mofo was under a mofo's bed. Like, that's crazy, but just try to be as safe as possible. But anyways, y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'll see you on the next one.